Okay, good morning class. Okay, today I will do some tutorial for PAD 270. My tutorial is to repeat, to review again the last part of the chapter 2. There's a cultural pluralisms and the politic accommodations. Okay. So when you look on the cultural pluralisms and the politics of accommodations, okay, we are looking on the two things that we almost know that, okay, the two things. What's the two things that you have to look on our tutorial for review? Okay, for review our last class is the first one is cultural pluralisms. Okay, culture pluralisms and the political of accommodations, and then creations of plural society. Okay, because in our last class I already explained for you the ethnic approach, the class approach. Is it? So today I'll just do some revisions regarding the topics. Okay, our topics. Okay, our topic now is the cultural pluralisms and the politic accommodation. The tutorial for the hour PAT 270. Okay, for 270 you should not understand that. Okay, what the means of the cultural pluralisms, who create the plural society, then what is the politic accommodations. Okay. This type of the revision is regarding our sociology, okay, because when you talk about the ethnics or race or some sort of the plural society, is regarding the field of sociology, okay. So Malaysian is a plural society. So because Malaysia is a plural society, so we have to see that in the terms of our country. In the terms of country, there's our society was divided. Our country is divided. Now, because our country is divided, so we have no choice. So we have to force our society to form a plural society. That's an integrative approach. Okay. Most states in the world are multinational and multi-ethnic. Okay, you get me or not? So thus, the classical nationalist idea of one nation, one state, can only be achieved by process of nation buildings to assimilate all citizens into one nation, or by dominations or expulsions of the citizens who do not belong to the nations, viewed as a historic ethnic community. This is the aim of integrated or exclusive nationalisms, and its effect having unfortunately in those states whose social basis is multi-ethnic or multicultural. Such nationalism is highly intolerant of national minority, and in his history it has been linked with fascism and Nazism, with those states which have repressed or expel the national minority within them. Okay, that means that I give you like one example, Myanmar. Okay, because the Myanmar want to create Myanmar is for the Burma. Okay, in other words, it's a Burma. The people who are majority in the Myanmar is a Burma. So they want to create Myanmar is for the Burma. So the other of minority have to accept, to assimilate into the Myanmar society, into Burma society. So what happened if you are refused? You have a refuse, or you have a differences. Let's say that Rohingya is a Muslim. Okay, Rohingya is a Muslim. So Rohingya will not assimilate. They have to separate from the Brahma. So Brahma is a Buddhism. Okay, you must know that majority of the Myanmar is a Burma. So Rohingya will take it others way, is a expulsive. They have to expulsions. Okay, what happened is the nationalisms is very highly in Myanmar. Okay, so this what they think that these nationalists have shown the extreme visions of nationalisms and have alienated many commenters from nationalisms. Yet it's possible to see other form of nationalism in more positive light, and to find nationalism which does not stick at the classical formulations of national homogeneity within one state. These nationalisms accept that a stable and free society can be based on cultural purisms in a multinational state based on political accumulation and democracy. Okay, I give you the example. The last one is Myanmar, because they are very, I say that, very highly extreme into the one nation, one state. The others are not extreme. They are not extreme to one nation, one state. Okay, the others they accept a stable and free society can be based on cultural purisms in a multinational state based on political economies and democracy. So what happened is they accept the divided society must be concerned with community buildings, accommodations, and the removal of the roots of conflicts. And they accept also the fundamental social change as occur, the significance of such change for the resolutions of conflict and overarching constitutional reform is more difficult to assess. Okay, that means that you must understand, okay, the fundamental social change into one state, okay, sometimes need to resolve the conflict, sometimes need constitutional reform, but certain things is very difficult. Do you know why? Okay, I thought to you. Okay, the first thing is we are taken as examples like Malaysia. Okay, example like Malaysia. Okay, multiracial is a unique features in Malaysian society. It is become more interesting with the existence of heterogeneous characteristics which called as plural society. In Malaysia, the level of social interaction in plural society is minimal. Clear or not? The level of social interactions in plural society is minimal in Malaysia. Because of that reason, many conflicts arise before and after the independence of Malaysia. Okay, and then we will have a residential segregations, and different working environment also have to create a big gap between ethnics. The identifications of each of the major ethnic in Malaysia parallel with the identity of their cultures and religions. Like Malay is a Muslim, Chinese is Buddhism, Confucius or Taoism, Indians are mostly Hindus, and Christian is also the very growing religion in Malaysia. Okay, you should understand the Christians growing religion in Malaysia because of the mixed race, and the educations, because of the educations, because of mixed race, the Christian is rapidly grow. Okay, and then these differences contribute to the complexity and conflicts between ethnics. The process can be done through dialogues between different ethnics and religions. Dialogue. You see that? Dialogue. Through dialogues, discriminational and stress relations between ethnics can be minimized. Just minimize, not to solve it. Minimize. Okay? So because of this is we are called the level of interactions between ethnic in Malaysia. Okay, and the relationship between the dialogues in Malaysia. Okay, in Malaysia, we must understand that. Okay, must understand that, like Sharon Siddiq explained in the above, that certainly a colonial inventions. Why there's a Chinese? Why there's an Indians in Malaysia? Because of colonial inventions. That means that British brought the Chinese, British brought the Indians to invent in Malaya. We call it Tanah Melayu, to become a plural society. Okay, but Malaysia is different from other states. Do you know why? Okay, I told you. Thailand, Myanmar, Indonesia. Okay, they have already a multi-ethnics. They are not created by the British. Malaysia, okay, the previous history show that only Malays until the Bangkok Agreements 1876, which means that British involved in Malaya, interventions of British in Malaya. So we have a federalistic and non-federalistic. And because with British intervention in Malaya, so they create the plural society. Okay, when British create the plural society, they also suppress, suppress the Malays, like Tunku Abdul Rahman's, to accept the plural society before independence of Malaya. Clear or not? Okay. Because of this, you must understand that, okay, we are also have a different religions. In the case of Malaysia, the defining presence of plural society has been commented upon a time and again. The large Chinese minority community, the religious division between Chinese and Malay, the tendency for the one to live in urban environment, the other in a rural environment, a strongly perceived contrast in the commercial capacity, and two communities in the West and either the state of Malaysia and before that Malaya, has often said that to be characterized by the presence of plural society. What's the means that you should understand? We are not also divided between the work environments, between the educations. We also divided between our staying. Okay, di mana rumah kita? Okay, Chinese in the urban, Malay in the rural. So you must understand, this is a divided, a very divided. Okay. So Malaysia is a very divided society. Okay. Because of this, you should also understand that, okay, we don't have a choice. Okay, we don't have a choice. Okay, so because that we don't have a choice, So we must develop our society become one. So this is the last part. Okay, this is the last part of the chapter 2. The last part of the chapter 2. Okay, because in the last class I just point out on the ethnic approach, class approach, what is the primordials, what is the constitutionalisms. So now today the tutorial I just want to explain more. Okay, after you understand the our last class lectures. Okay, so the book that you should read is ethnic groups in conflict, constitutionalisms, politics of accommodations, only aim to maintain rather than breaking down or eradicate ethnic sedimentation. Okay, I tell you. I'll tell you one thing. The ethnic groups in conflicts. Is it Malaysia? We are in conflicts. Before we go into this, to narrow down, I'm asking you: is it Malaysia? Our ethnics in conflicts. Okay, saya terang. Adakah di Malaysia etnik kita selalu berkonflik? The things that I want to ask. Okay, if you say yes, it's normal. It's normal. If you say yes, it's normal. If you say no, it's very well. WEID, aneh. No, aneh. WEIRD. Well, very aneh. No, why? Okay. Malaysia from 1957 until now, we are still not in the fully integrative. We are semi-integrative. So, you might understand, our ethnic relationship happen in the market or in the business. We are not happen in the actuals. That means that secara semula jadi kita tidak ada satu perkembangan yang menunjukkan ethnic kita ni berhubung selalu. You must understand that. Perhubungan ethnic kita hanya berlaku di atas urusan perniagaan, di atas urusan rasmi tertentu. Okay, urusan tidak rasmi, what's an unofficious relationship? Okay, I take one example like sekolah. Okay, we going to the national school. The Chinese is very difficult to find. You can say that orang kata berbilang dengan jari kalau orang pelajar-pelajar Cina. That also is Indians mungkin lebih daripada Chinese. We go into the vernacular school, AJKC. Nowadays AJKC in Kelantan, Terengganu, of course half of the AJKC is Malays, but in the west coast, Pantai Barat, the west coast, like Penang, Kuala Lumpur, Ipoh, JB. Okay, the majority of the population in one area is the Chinese, and then there's a SJKC. So you want to find out the Malay? Yes, you can find out, but you can bilang dengan jari. Okay. Jadi Malaysia are using integrative approach, put the role of incentive in encouraging inter-ethnic cooperations and moderations. Institutional devices which are structured to provide incentive for moderation should be constitutional based rather than really on ethics. So kita hanya menggunakan organisasi. We are using the international device. Apa maksudnya menggunakan organisasi untuk merapatkan hubungan kaum? Okey. Contohnya, kita buat gotong royong. Contohnya, mengadakan jamuan raya. Mengadakan jamuan raya. We are separate each of the raya, is it? Each of the raya. So each of the ethnic of the raya, we are separate in Malaysia. So how? Bagaimana? Kalau katakan hari raya puasa, tahun baru Cina, hari Deepavali, berapa ramai yang kita pergi ke rumah kawan kita yang bukan satu kaum, bukan agama kita. Contohnya, I give you an example, Hari Raya Deepavali. Berapa ramai orang Melayu pergi ke rumah orang India untuk menyambut Hari Raya Deepavali ataupun Thaipusam? Tak ramai. Begitu juga kita tengok Hari Haji dengan Hari Puasa, berapa ramai orang Cina India datang ke rumah orang Melayu untuk merayakan sambutan Hari Raya? Kurang kan? So bagaimana saya kata Hari Raya can close the gap by institutional device? Senang saja. Katakanlah satu majlis bandaraya, apabila sampai tahun baru Cina, mereka akan mengadakan sambutan tahun baru Cina. So di situlah orang Cina, orang India, Melayu berjumpa. Begitu juga dengan hari puasa. Majlis bandaraya mengadakan sambutan hari raya puasa. So di situlah pertemuannya. Sepatutnya lah, should be do like that. But what happened is, nowadays our institutional device are not structured to provide the incentive for closing the gap. So apa yang berlaku? You raya lah, air raya. So tak ada satu gap untuk crossing the gap. Ini masalah kita hari ini. So the first one fails it by using the international device in Malaysia. Dulu memang ada, sekarang kurang. So makin lama makin terpisah jauh. So konflik akan berlaku. And then another one is create a proliferating creating proliferating points of power, often territorial, so as to take the heat of a single focal point. Separations of power between branch of government, division of power between central government and regional government. Ini adalah poin seterusnya. Dia kata, bagaimana kita nak memisahkan kuasa antara cabang kerajaan dengan cabang di peringkat negeri. Is it we are also divided between the regionals divided? Regional divided, you must understand. East Coast, West Coast, is it divided? East Coast, South Coast, is it divided? Malay Peninsula and Sabah and Sarawak, is it divided? Sabah and Sarawak, is it divided society? We see we have a gap. So you see that we are not divided between Malay, Chinese, Indian. We also divided between the regional. So that's the point. So mechanism of conflict reductions Kamu kena faham, mechanism of conflict reduction maksudnya satu mekanisme untuk mengurangkan konflik antar kaum ialah tutupkan juga the gap between regional. Bagaimana kita nak tutup the gap of regional? Ialah kita separation of power. Maksudnya kerajaan persekutuan dia kan ada cabang-cabang kementerian. So cabang-cabang kementerian dia di setiap negeri perlu mengikut kehendak negeri. Pada sama juga hanya menjalankan dasar-dasar kerajaan persekutuan di peringkat negeri. Okey. Contohnya lah sebagai I give you examples. Hospital. Sebab kita duduk di Kelantan, so kita bagi hospital Machang. So hospital Machang, pelantikan semua staff hospital adalah daripada orang Machang, orang Kelantan lah, mostly orang Kelantan. So mereka ni bekerja mengikut kehendak kerajaan negeri, tetapi mengikut dasar kerajaan persekutuan. Kamu faham tak? Maksudnya, KKM dia hanya bagi dasar, tetapi apabila untuk pelaksanaan tu, hospital Machang kena ikut peringkatnya negeri. So kamu lihat hospital Machang dia berbeza dengan hospital di Kuala Lumpur, hospital di Putrajaya, hospital di Selayang, hospital di Semenanjaya, hospital di Sungai Petani, hospital di Tanjung Maling. Semua punya perbezaan. So inilah itu maksud saya. Okay. And then the second one, raising the saliency or emphasizing of intra-ethnic conflict rather than inter-ethnic. Kita ada juga intra-ethnic. Intra maksudnya sesama kaum. Pelik tau. Pelik, sungguh pelik. Malaysia, itu Malaysia. So kamu kena faham, Malaysia ni kita bukan saja terpisah melalui China, India, kita bukan terpisah dari segi regional, kita juga terpisah sesama kaum. Contohnya, I give you Kelantanis Malay, and Terengganu Malay, and Johor Malay. Boleh duduk tak semeja bila main bola? The best questions. Pertandingan bola, boleh duduk kat satu meja? So the answer is in your hand. You know that, okay? Because it's very different. Okay, Johor Malay and the Selangor Malay and the Kedah Malay also different. And also you must understand that yang itu bukan saja berlaku dalam kalangan orang Melayu, but also happen to Chinese. Happen to Chinese. Chinese Kelantan, is it different from Selangor Chinese? Is it different? Difference, eh? Because of that, you must understand that. Like Tamil, Indians, Tamil also have some differences. Because Tamil from Tamil Nadu, and then Andhra Pradesh also have a difference. And Kerala and Malabar also have a difference. So it's an intra-ethnic conflict. Okay, so you see that. Okay, the fourth one is creating policy that create incentive for inter-ethnic cooperations. Malaysia should have create the policy, okay, for inter-ethnic cooperations, but there's have a incentive. But this policy always ruined by the politicians. Ruined by politicians. No, dirosakkan oleh orang politik. So you jangan cakap lah. You don't talk dah. Okay, we have a good policy. We have a good policy, tapi nothing Satu habuk pun tak boleh guna. Sebab apa? Dirosakkan oleh orang politik. Faham? Malaysia have a very very good policy for inter-ethnic cooperations, but always ruined by the politicians. Okay, clear not? And then policy to encourage alternative social alignment based on interest other than ethnicity. Okay, ini masalah. You know why I say that it's a problem? Because social alignment based on interest. Social alignment based on interest, maksudnya kepentingan, keserarian, kehendak sosial. Okay, I give you an example. PKP, MCO, Movement Control Order. Is it one of the best examples? Social alignment based on interest, MCO. So what happened? Everybody should follow the MCO. The best example, And then the next one is reducing disparities so that distribution decline, especially in distributions of resources. And that one you should think, bagaimana kita nak mengurangkan perbezaan dari segi pembahagian kekayaan dan kemakmuran antara kaum. Melayu tak puas hati dengan Cina sebab Cina menguasai ekonomi. Cina tak puas hati dengan Melayu sebab Melayu menguasai politik. Begitu juga kita tengok orang Sabah Sarawak tak puas hati dengan orang-orang di Malaysia, orang-orang di semenanjung Malaysia. Sebab apa? Orang di semenanjung Malaysia menguasai segalanya, Sarawak ketinggalan. So, this is the thing there. So, kita kena faham. Okay? Kita kena faham macam mana kita nak buat. Okay? And then, you want to create a plural society. We have the emergence of plural society in Malaysia has a close relationship with the process of Western colonization. See that? The emergence of plural society in Malaysia has had a close relationship with the process of Western colonialism and the development of colonial capitalism. Kenapa dia kata the emergence of plural society in Malaysia had a close relationship? Maksudnya plural society Malaysia yang ada hari ini mempunyai hubungan dengan proses pembaratan sebenarnya. Proses pembaratan. Yes. We are already independent, but we are still like the Western. Sebab pemikiran kita sekarang ni banyak dipengaruhi dengan pembaratan. So, plural society in Malaysia is not happen as voluntary process. Then it happened because historically forced. Kita dipaksa menerima antara satu sama lain. Ini yang berlaku di Malaysia. Okay, this is happen in Malaysia. So, mau tak mau kita kena memahami bahawa creation of plural society is the force for us to accept the realities. Okay, to accept the reality. But kita perlu ingat social contract. Okay, social contract. So, social contract ini adalah salah satu cara mengikat antara kaum di Malaysia secara paksa. Mau tak mau kau kena terima. Tapi kita ni bukan sebagai sebuah negara yang menggunakan kekerasan. Kita ada sebuah negara yang menggunakan dialog. So yes, of course in the past the non-Malay regarded as immigrant. Now they have become the citizens. So today, the problem of today is what? Pendatang-pendatang tanpa izin yang datang kemudian. Ini masalah. Ini masalah di Malaysia. You know why? Okay. In the past, Malay, Chinese and Indians have a conflict. Nowadays, kita ada konflik. Bagaimana dengan orang Bangladesh yang datang sini jadi penduduk tetap? Bagaimana dengan orang-orang daripada Indonesia? Bagaimana dengan orang-orang Hindia? Bagaimana dengan orang-orang daripada Arab Saudi, Yaman yang datang ke sini? Dan kamu kena ingat, you should remember, okay? Dan mereka ni bukan mendapat kewarganegaraan melalui orang kata justri, tapi juga melalui perkahwinan. Perkahwinan. So ini masalah kita hari ini, Buruh Society. Malaysia ada Buruh Society, tapi Malaysia Buruh Society kita ini ada masalah. Tetapi walaupun masalah, kita minimize the conflicts. And because of minimize our conflicts, so kita boleh kata we are now is orang kata konflik tetap ada tetapi dilindungi. You know that? Konflik tetap ada but have been protected. Maksudnya secara zahirnya kita tak nampak konflik itu berlaku, tapi secara dalaman dia konflik memang berlaku. This is Malaysia unique society. We are not same as US mereka white and black. Okay, white American, black American. Kalau kamu tengok dalam filem, selalu berlaku tembak menembak. Okay, konflik terbuka kadang. Konflik secara terbuka berlaku. You go to western country pun sama juga. Okay, sama. Because the ethnic conflict is in the western world is more openly. Tapi di Malaysia, kita ni dalaman sahaja. Di luar kita tak nampak konflik secara jelas. Cuma pukul-pukul tu je. Pukul-pukul tu pun tak, polis datang ambil, sapu kena masuk penjara. Senyap cerita. Tapi in western world, saya bagi contoh-contoh. KKKK, Ku Klux Klan. Okay, ini kumpulan pelampau orang putih, the white American extremists, the Ku Klux Klan. So what happened? Mereka ni memang selalu bergaduh dengan orang black American. So you going back to the history, American history, Western history. You say that they are very good in civilizations, but you understand the ethnic conflicts still happen. Okay, then you go to Western world. Some of the white people in the West, like the Britons, like the Germans, like some of the parts of the Spain, they are anti-Asians. Mereka anti orang Asia. Tapi di Malaysia, kita tak sampai ke tahap di mana kita anti tu. Kita tak sampai tahap tu, sampai anti. Kita cuma di internet netizens menyatakan gitu-gitu. Kita bergaduh secara mulut dalam internet. Okay, alam maya. Kita tidak bergaduh secara orang kata terbuka. Okay. So these are the revisions of our tutorial in the last part of the PAD 270 chapter 2. And then the next one, maybe in our lecturing, I will go into the chapter 3. Chapter 3 is the constitutions and federalism in Malaysia. So when you talk about the constitutions and the federalisms, so kita kena melihat dari segi constitutional supremacy and supremacy of parliaments. Supremacy ni maksudnya keunggulan perlembagaan, dan kita kena melihat keunggulan parliaments. Why? You should understand, keunggulan parlimen ialah membuat akta. Constitutional tak buat akta. Constitutional is the book, macam-macam satu buku lah. Okay. So yang buat akta ni parlimen. Bila parlimen buat akta, akta tu akan dimasukkan ke dalam perlembagaan. Okay. So there's a things that the next lecturing kita akan melihat kepada constitutional. And then we also akan melihat dari segi constitutional is constitutional and purposive depolitizations. Ini di mana kita melihat setiap